The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded right around the 8. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
50 seconds to mark.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. On the return, Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action now. Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Micah Parsons in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Second and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is Jakeem Grant. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. all evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They give him a gain of 37.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down. From the red zone now, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. From the 31, Bridgewater. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Bridgewater to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First target, first catch, and a first down. 21-0 our score after 1. Patterson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Bridgewater. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give here to Pollard. Pollard now a first down and more. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Zeke with a shake and bake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A handoff left to Elliott.
Prime time, baby.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's Patterson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before, because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles.
He's got a man, complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line.
Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's going to find Gallup here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And again, it's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. The return man is Grant. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Throwing is Bridgewater.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll run left with Pollard. And a little spin cycle, room to run now. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 59 yards on the ground for him so far.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Pollard. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
The sneak gets him a couple, but he's still inches short for 4th down. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here comes Grant on the return.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack on 1st down, Bridgewater under pressure. They got him again. Jalen Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now Bridgewater. Man open left side. It's Williams. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Williams to return.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Micah Parsons
in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater now. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing. Bridgewater. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw, Bridgewater. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And again, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Bridgewater. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point from McManus is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Pollard now a first down and more. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles. They had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And I'm the defensive coordinator. I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Jalen Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater.
He's got Hamler, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything...
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. To throw again on second down, Bridgewater. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by the rookie, Kelvin Joseph.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy.
And that'll bring up second down. Bridgewater to throw it. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by the rookie, Kelvin Joseph.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offense,